Okay, so think about that deep, powerful sound you hear. Maybe anchoring an orchestra or driving a marching band. That's the tuba, right?
Exactly. It's instantly recognizable.
But have you ever wondered where it actually came from? Its story is. Oh, it's pretty wild.
It really is. The tuba wasn't just, invented overnight. It's more the end result of musicians struggling for centuries.
Struggling with what exactly?
With finding a solid, reliable, low brass sound, there was this gap, this kind of musical vacuum for a very long time.
Okay. So that's our mission for this deep dive then, to figure out how we got this brass giant.
Precisely. We'll trace it from those early needs through the tech that made it happen, the innovations, even some odd little side stories.
Sounds good. So before the tuba, what were people actually using to fill that low-end gap? You mentioned a struggle.
Right. Well, way back you had the ancient Roman tuba, but that was ironically more like a trumpet. Didn't really do the job for a low voice.
Not the deep sound we know today then.
Not at all. Much later, you get the serpent.
The serpent. Just the name sounds interesting. What was that like?
It was unique, wooden, usually wrapped in leather, bent like a snake, hence the name. And it had finger holes.
Finger holes. On a brass instrument. That sounds tricky.
Extremely. It had a warm sound. People used it in churches, early bands, but keeping it in tune, a real headache.
Okay, so the serpent wasn't quite the solution. What came next?
Well, in the early 1800s, you see the ophicleide. Think of it as an attempt to improve the serpent. It had keys, more like a woodwind.
Keys instead of just finger holes.
Sure.
An upgrade.
Definitely a step up. Composers like Berlioz wrote for it. Someone apparently described it like a bassoon and a French horn had a baby, which gives you an idea.
Okay, vivid. But still not quite it. What was still missing?
It was better, but still kind of clumsy. And the tone could be inconsistent. It felt like a compromise. The real breakthrough wasn't another instrument, it was technology.
Technology.
Yes, the valve apparatus, perfected around the 1820s by Stölzl and Blumel, that changed everything for brass instruments.
Right, valves. Before that, brass players were pretty limited, weren't they? Stuck with the harmonic series.
Exactly. You could only reliably play notes within that natural series. It made playing complex melodies or full chromatic scales incredibly difficult, almost impossible sometimes.
So valves opened up all the notes in between.
Pretty much, yes. By pressing a valve, you instantly changed the length of the tubing that air traveled through. Suddenly, you had access to all the notes. It wasn't just an improvement, it fundamentally shifted how you could write for and play brass.
And the tuba was born into this new world.
That's the key. The tuba was arguably the first major instrument designed with valves from the get-go. It was built to take full advantage of this new chromatic freedom right from the start.
That must have blown composers' minds. A reliable, chromatic, low brass voice.
It absolutely did. It created possibilities for sound and texture that just weren't there before.
And look where it's gone since. It's indispensable now, isn't it? Orchestras, marching bands, even jazz.
Definitely. It found its place everywhere. Composers like Wagner really embraced it, and then you have band leaders like John Philip Sousa who made it a powerhouse in bands. It just shows how instruments adapt,
Yeah, that adaptability is key.
Yeah.
And the instrument itself is still evolving, right? You mentioned craftsmanship.
Oh, absolutely. The conical bore is crucial. The tubing gets gradually wider. That's what gives the tuba its rich, dark sound, unlike a trumpet's more cylindrical bore.
Interesting. So the shape is the sound, basically.
To a large extent, yes.
Yeah.
And then you have different valve systems around the world. Piston valves, common here in the US and the UK, they go up and down.
Right.
Then there are rotary valves, more common in Germany and Russia, which turn. They feel slightly different, affect the airflow a bit differently. Rotary might be smoother for connected playing. Piston, maybe a bit more punchy.
Little differences that players definitely notice, I bet.
Oh, for sure. And the story isn't just technical, it gets woven into culture, too.
How so?
Well, remember those tuba thefts in LA a few years back?
Vaguely, yeah. What was that about? Just stealing brass?
Not just rap metal, no. They were specifically targeting Sousaphones, the marching band version, because they were in high demand for banda music.
No way. So, a cultural demand created a black market for tubas.
Kind of, yeah. It's a weird, surprising example of how an instrument's life keeps changing based on cultural needs and creativity.
That's fascinating. It really drives home that the tuba isn't just a static object.
Exactly, it's a living story.
So when you boil it all down, what's the big takeaway from the tuba's journey?
I think it's really about human ingenuity, isn't it? This constant drive to find not just a sound, but the right sound for a specific musical idea or need.
And in solving that problem, you end up creating something iconic, maybe even unexpectedly.
Precisely. It solves a problem, but then takes on a life of its own. It makes you wonder, what other things around us, things we take for granted, have a similarly surprising history behind them?
That's a great thought to leave folks with. Something to ponder.
To support this channel, you can like and subscribe, grab some official merch, or join our membership for early access to videos. Every little bit helps keep the channel running and the stories alive.